Smart contracts are similar to traditional contracts used in the real world, but they are entirely digital, unlike the traditional ones. Thus, we can define a smart contract as a computer program stored inside a blockchain intended to facilitate the execution of transactions without requiring third parties like banks, brokers, or governments. Smart contracts can be executed automatically once the requirements are met. That way, smart contracts may assist you in exchanging properties, assets, or anything else of value in a conflict-free and transparent manner while eliminating the need for a middleman. And most importantly, it's recorded forever. No one can alter it after its execution. So, what is a smart contract and how does it work? And can smart contracts be hacked? Watch this video to the end as we answer all of these questions and reveal everything about smart contracts. But before we begin, thank you for choosing to watch another of our unique videos. To enjoy more of these videos, subscribe to Crypto Assets and click on the notification bell to get the latest crypto guides, news, and updates. Now, let's begin. What is a smart contract? Smart contracts are programs stored on a blockchain that runs when the predetermined conditions are met. They are typically used to automate the execution of an agreement so that all participants can be immediately certain of the outcome without any intermediary involvement or time loss. Let's consider the example of a project called A. Product teams to use Project A to set their project funding goals and collect money from people who believe in them. Here, Project A serves as a third party between supporters and product teams, and both have to trust Project A to handle their money honestly and correctly. Project A is expected to give the team their cash if the project achieved its funding goals. On the contrary, supporters expect a refund if the project failed to achieve its goals. A similar system can be built with a smart contract without trusting a third party like Project A. A program can be developed that holds funds until a specific goal is reached. The supporters transfer funds to a program called smart contract. The contract automatically passes the funds to the project creator if it reached its funding goals. If it fails to meet these goals, the money goes back to the supporters. Why should we trust smart contracts? The use of blockchain allows smart contracts to inherit some interesting properties. They are distributed and immutable. Because they are distributed, everyone on the network validates the output, and no single entity has total control over the money. That way, an individual cannot enforce the contract to release funds since others on the web will be able to identify this event and tag it as invalid. Immutability means that it cannot be altered once the smart contract is implemented. So, no one can go behind your back tampering with the smart contract code. Besides Project A smart contract can be applied to several other things. Insurance company can leverage them to process claims. Banks can use them to offer automatic payments, etc. How does smart contracts really work? A smart contract is a code that executes when the required conditions are met. Let's imagine that Richard wants to buy Sophia's house. A traditional way of executing this transaction would involve signing legal agreements that lawyers draft and involve intermediaries like banks, house brokers, and real estate authorities. However, this agreement can be executed using a smart contract containing Richard and Sophia's understanding of the blockchain. In simple terms, the agreement deal will be something like before. When Richard pays Sophia 800 Ethereum, then he will receive the ownership of the house. Once this smart contract agreement has been implemented, it cannot be changed, meaning Richard can feel safe paying Sophia 800 Ethereum for the house. In this scenario, Richard and Sophia would have to pay lots of fees to third parties like banks, house brokers, and lawyers without using a smart contract. Smart contracts are better than standard regular contracts. For example, wouldn't real estate benefit from smart contracts? Flor can prove she owns the house. John can send money to Flor and get the house in exchange. There are no questions of ownership, trustlessness, fast execution by the machine, and the need for judges, bureaucrats, or title insurers. Sound impressive, right? There are two problems here. First, a centralized party's smart contract execution is not trustless. You still have to trust the centralized party to execute. Trustlessness is a critical feature. So centralized performance doesn't make sense. To make smart contract trustless, you need a decentralized platform. Smart contracts are designed to be trustless, meaning users shouldn't have to trust third parties, like developers and companies, before interacting with a contract. As a requisite for trustlessness, users and other developers must be able to verify a smart contract's source code. This leads us to the second issue. Smart contracts can only operate in a decentralized environment if there is a clear link between the digital and physical versions. Considering our example of selling the house, the physical version must also change ownership when the digital form changes ownership. The digital world has to know about the physical. This is referred to as the oracle problem. In a nutshell, the oracle problems refer to the conflict between security, authenticity, and trust in third-party oracles for the trustless execution of smart contracts. Given these facts, you understand what smart contracts are and the challenges they solve. A variety of blockchains support smart contracts. However, Ethereum is the most widely used. Ethereum was explicitly designed to support smart contracts, which may be developed in a language known as Solidity. Solidity has syntax similar to JavaScript. Our video has come to an end, and here are the key takeaways. Smart contracts are self-executing agreements with terms embedding directly into lines of code, allowing a buyer and seller to exchange through digital transactions. Transactions are made transparent, permanent, and traceable via smart contracts. Because these contracts are executed within the blockchain, they are recorded on a public database and cannot be changed. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to be the first to watch the following videos and more about blockchain, crypto, Web3, NFT, and finance updates and news.